Howdy everybody, it's me, Manic Mark. Howdy everybody, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system, located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. And what's been going on this week? It's really not much to report. I basically painted the hallway. What else is going on? Oh, and I painted the kitchen too. Okay, that's it for this year, for interior painting. I can't believe I got enough in it. The hallway was a cave. It was very dark. Okay, I'm going to have a beer here. Mr. Spider. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get out and get records today. The only thing interesting that happened while I was out, and so I'm in Myers, I'm buying a few things for the week upcoming, and I get to the milk thing, you know, the door that opens up, and there's like each door that opens up has like 5 racks, and there's like 4 or 5 gallons per rack of milk that's facing all the same lid. I get the red lid. My wife gets like the blue lid. I don't like the blue lid milk, I like the red lid milk. So that's what I get. But with the red lid door open, and he's doing this, he's like half pulling out every single gallon of milk, looking at it. The expiration, I guess, on it. Every single one. There's 2 of us waiting to get into the red lid milk bin. And he's doing this. It's just flabbergasting. What people, Now I noticed things. Also I noticed when I was in the checkout line, the couple in front of me, this is just what goes through my mind. Why don't people just say that on YouTube? Exactly what they mean, what goes through their minds. Pretty much everybody does. There's no barrier. That's going to change when mind control starts happening. I was watching the James Wood scientific thing last night on the TV after I watched the Challenger disaster. You know, NASA's covering up the alien thing, right? Because they covered up the Challenger disaster thing for politics and money. Oh my God. I can't believe the government would do that. Anyway, go on. The James Wood thing, it was on mind control and what's happening with mind control. And that I think, you know, if I complain about everything, but I know that now that I'm in an age that if I should happen to live to be another 100 years old, I will look back and say that was the age, that was a good time to live in, because right now mind control is very rudimentary. It's mostly psychological psychology of mind control now that many people are susceptible to, but nonetheless it's going to be worse. There's going to be machines and all kinds of crap, and it's going to be weird. It's not going to be good. And people, it's like they were talking about immortality and how people, like within 100 years, are going to be immortal. Who would want that? Not me. And not anybody that knows me either. Okay, go on. What would you tell your... Oh, the story. Anyway, the thing of it is, I was standing in line, and there was she was probably in her late 40s or early 50s. He was in his... And I could tell that she was she was still attractive, and she was a good-looking woman. But I could tell she was probably stunning when she was younger. And she was looking through a soaps magazine, like, oh, geez, anyway. But that's not the point. Is they kept all the groceries like on the little conveyor belt, very tidy, and they put the little, they reached over and put the little extra barrier thing behind it, so the next person, which was me, Manic Mark, could put his stuff on. And that's what Manic Mark does. Just be nice to the person in front, behind. You get everything ready to go with the heavy shit up front, so you can put that in and get going, so people can get the hell out of the store. It's just, you're just being nice to the people behind you when you figure things out like that. Instead, and she even had coupons, but she had them all and she put them all out. It wasn't like when it was all like, oh, coupons, and like, I don't know about it, you know. Now the chair that I put the records on over here is covered up with the mirror ball, the Halloween cat, and the chalice of death. And I think I'm going to score some more stuff tomorrow that I don't need. But anyway, go to the records. Have I ever bought a Guy Lombardo record? No. I'm almost positive I haven't bought one. But I did today. Why? Because I've never seen this cover. This is just a great, it's an early deck. It looks like late 50, like 58 maybe. It's a magic piano and magic lantern. It's just a cool cover. I've never actually seen this. I'm not a huge fan of it, but there are. Is it this guy? Why can't I think of the guy's name now that plays jazz accordion like from the 50s and the 60s? Good stuff. You're not supposed to talk about stuff you don't know about. Hugh Montenegro. This could be fun. It's a sparkly outfit. I've got this one, but I picked it up again because it's a Charmin. It was put out by Charmin, and it's Soul Groove, and there's some. It's really a nice copy. Somebody got some paint on it, and it wasn't me. Well, that very much looks like the paint that the kitchen collar, which is kind of a creamy. Play guitar with the Ventures. This could be interesting because this is how to play guitar like the Ventures. Okay, I don't know who Giselle Mackenzie is, but there she is on the cover with her poodle. Little Children, Billy J. Kramer with the Dakotas. I have no idea. All these records are 50 cents. The Safarians, Wipeout. This is a nice copy. It was fun to get this for 50 cents. Shutdown. It's a compilation album that includes the Beach Boys' Cheers, the Superstock, the Piltdown Men. I've got this one, but I picked it up again in 1970. It's a compilation album of Beatles tunes done by all sorts of people like Ray Martin, Living Strings, Living Guitars, the Living Trio, the Living Jazz. Mostly living stuff, okay, except for Ray Martin. It's a good album. The box top super hits. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Hits again. The virtuoso guitar of John Williams. But I picked it up again because, man, this is their premium line, okay? It was the Liberty premium line. The vinyl was heavier grade, apparently. They did a die cut, and this is a horrible excuse for a die cut, I gotta tell you. A square that where just the title shows through. It's pointless. Anyway, but what's interesting is that not only it's their premiere series of records, but look at the print job on the inside. They let this go out to the public. The color registration is literally off a quarter of an inch. It looks like the magenta plate is literally off a quarter of an inch. That's crazy. And they let those go out, those covers go out. Sounds of the Day, it's a 101 strings. It's a compilation album. But there's lots of their more fun, Living Strings, more adventurous, kind of groovy tunes on this album, which makes it fun to collect. I think I got lucky with this one. Only one other time in the 4 years I've been going to Half Price Books about once a week have I found an avant-garde album. And this I'm assuming it is. It's 1975. What the hell is on it? Circuit setting, speakers versus audio gain, minimum and maximum. The speakers in the circuit is customary with other forms of sensory experience. That could be good. I probably, who knows? I don't have any idea. Here's a budget design album. It's a compilation album. Is it? Yes, it's just a compilation album of swing music, but it was kind of a fun cover, so I picked it up. Another Ventures album, a cherry copy, Minty Fresh. Just like the color I painted my hallway, minty. Green, Minty Fresh, Telstar, Ventures. And last but not least, I saved from certain annihilation and destruction and bad people messing it. Another copy of Quiet Village. Oh my God, I just couldn't let it. I couldn't let it go.